Being in the right place at the right time is positioning yourself for change. Are you positioned for change? Or are you set into a dysfunctional system that will not improve? Set in a dysfunctional system that will not improve. He was a sinner, but Jesus stayed at his house because he positioned himself. Sometimes living holy alone is not enough. All those people around Jesus, they may have been living better than Zacchaeus was, but Jesus stayed at his house because he positioned himself. Ooh. Are you positioned for what God is about to do? When Jesus showed up, the Bible said he came through 42 generations. 42 generations of preparation to get where he was. Are you following what I'm saying? Can I go a little bit deeper? Number 3, partnering. You'll never get there by yourself. You'll never get there by yourself. If you got a great vision, if you got a real vision, I mean, you can make a pound cake. If your vision is make a pound cake, you can make one by yourself. I got a vision of making a pound cake. You don't need no partner. But if you got a vision to be Sarah Lee, it's one thing to bake a cake, it's another thing to open up Duncan Hines. If the vision is big, you need partners. Good partners complete, they do not compete. Good partners complete, they do not compete. You don't need a partner who's good at what you're already good at. You need a partner who's strong where you're weak. If you're a great visionary, you need a partner who's very systemic and detail-oriented. If you're systemic and detail-oriented, you need a partner who's a visionary. And don't complain because they don't get into what you're into. You never see about the details. That's why I got you. You never can see anything that's not on that ledger. That's why I got you. They complete, they don't compete. Where can we best learn this? In your marriage. Most marriages fail because one person is busy trying to make the other person be like them. I hit something that time. Because most people think that basically that they're right. They really do think they're right, rather than understanding that they are a part of a right. A person called me this morning and said, I'm getting ready to go on TV and they're going to ask me a question about the old civil rights leaders versus the new civil rights leaders. Which ones are right? And what do you think I should say? I said, both. I said, tell them that if the old ones hadn't done what they did, the new ones couldn't do what they do right now. Tell them it's not an either or an or, it's a both and a we and a us and not a them and a us. Don't let people divide you. You need all of it. If God gives you a partner, whether it's a business partner or a personal partner, a partner for living, doesn't necessarily mean that you can make them the other. You can't make the person who's a partner for life necessarily become a partner in business. There are people that you can love with, but you can't work with. Most people fail at business partnerships because they try to make the partnership in business become a personal relationship. And if just because we do business together doesn't mean that I want to eat chicken wings with you. Don't make it something that it is not. Keep it what it is. When you partner, you reduce burdens because you share the load. When you partner, you add resources and intellect, skill, and contacts, because your partner should have contacts with people and things that you don't have. God promises to reward sound partnerships. Where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. If any 2 of you agree as touching anything on earth, God said if you get 2 people to agree, that's an agreement, that's a contract on anything, God said I'm in the middle of it to bless you. You got to have a partner who has the same goals as you do. Got to have the same goal. If we're going to open up a Christian beauty shop, you can't be an atheist. If we're going to be crack dealers, you can't be an evangelist. It's a crude example, but you get the point. You understand what I'm saying? I see people, particularly since I've been in Dallas, I've been amazed at people who partner with people who have nothing to offer. You broke and I'm broke. You living from hand to mouth and I'm living to hand to mouth, and we got an idea. We're going to partner. I'm broke. I barely got enough money to invest, and you tell me to invest it in a neighborhood that's going down. You want to partner with somebody who adds something. And the addition is not always money. Sometimes it's influence, sometimes it's visibility, sometimes it's contact. You got to partner with somebody who adds something to the deal. That's why marriages go sour, because one day you roll over and look at them and you think, what are you adding? You ain't adding nothing. Sitting up there slobbing all over yourself and snoring, you're getting on my nerve. Simple stuff our mothers told us would help us a whole lot. My mother used to tell us, when you stay at somebody else's house, make them miss you when you're gone. Add something while you're there. Don't just sit up here and suck up food and drink up water. Add something so that when you're gone, they say, if you would have been there, something would have been done. If you were to leave, what would we miss? The only number that doesn't add anything when it's added to an equation is a zero. And when you hook up with zeros, they add nothing to the equation. If I am not bettered by our association, we can be friends, but we can't be partners, because you ought to add something to the equation. If you were to leave, what would we lose? Partnerships are for people who bring something to you, who contribute something, who add something that you could not otherwise do on your own. And if you partner with somebody who doesn't add something to you, I guarantee you it's only a matter of time before you're going to resent them, because you're going to outgrow the relationship. Oh, God, that's worth the tape series right there. You're gonna outgrow. Oh, she's so fine. She's so fine. She ain't got a thought in her head, but she cute. Every year, every decade, every stage becomes more challenging, and you need associations with people that contribute to you. Here's some quick tests. If you're the smartest person in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. If you are the go-to person in your circle, you have outgrown the circle. You're the end-all, know-it-all person that means you have outgrown the circle. It's time to move to the next level. You know what you're saying? That means that everybody in your life is pulling from you. That's why you're going through mood swings. That's why you're frustrated. That's why you're depleted. That's why you're tired at the time. Everybody's making withdrawals. Nobody's making deposits. You're in the wrong circle. You got to step on up to the next level and move into the next dimension, where you got to learn something, where you got to grow, where you are challenged again.